Let's check in on Goldman Sachs stock. It is moving higher by 1% right now. You know what? Kudos to Goldman Sachs CEO David Solomon. With residue of a financial scandal still stuck to the investment bank, the CEO is apparently figuring the best way around a scandal is to face it. Charlie, you're a Goldman hater. I say kudos to David Solomon.
Very well. Where shall I begin?
Begin with the fact that you're wrong to be a Goldman hater.
Let's put up David Solomon's picture, and we should look at him and tell me he doesn't look a little like Dr. Evil.
Not at all.
So he's got a little doctor, right?
No, he's so... Guys? Look at him. He's like a DJ. He's cool.
Yeah, you're right. I think it was Blind Find that looked more like Dr. Evil. We should show it.
Would you stop?
Very well. In all seriousness, this is going to be a big day on Wednesday for Goldman Sachs.
Earnings.
It's earnings, fourth quarter earnings. Most firms had a lousy trading December. Flattening yield curve, higher interest rates. Remember on the Fed raising interest rates. Right. Other stuff. So it's a problematic. That should exacerbate the negatives at Goldman because they're highly attuned to trading. They are a trading firm. That's where they make a lot of money. So, that's priced into the stock. But the other thing that's being priced into the stock is the big Malaysian fund scandal, the one MDB scandal. What sources are telling the Fox Business Network, David Solomon will be on the call, as we reported.
On Friday.
On Friday.
Right here.
It's very unusual for Goldman Sachs CEOs to be on the call. He's doing this to repair some damage with investors. The stock is off 30% this year.
Yeah, we know that. You said that Friday.
I know. Calm down.
Get to the scoop.
People need to know a little bit of background. And what we understand is that Solomon will address the Malaysian fund scandal, the one MDB scandal, providing Goldman's, side of the story. This is why Goldman's in the mess it's in. And it faces a massive liability. As we reported Friday, a lot of people think between $5 and $10 billion. They underwrote bonds for this Malaysian fund. They made certain disclosures to investors that everything was okay with the fund. They're being investigated that they did not do their due diligence because there was a lot of funny business going on with that fund. As you know, it's facing multiple investigations for using money for the wrong
the Malaysian
things.
Dude who was in charge disappeared.
Guy's name is J-Lo.
I know, L-H-O, right?
Yeah, but it does not look like that.
Hanging with the supermodels.
Yeah. I mean, it's just amazing.
How
so
come
anyway,
nobody ever hangs out with the TV anchors?
I know. I mean,
Oh wait, Jeff Bezos.
People run the other way. Oh, there you go. And then so he's going to address it, and I think what he's going to say is like we were fooled like everybody else, and I think that's probably his best defense. But Solomon will address it. He'll also have to address a business model question because a lot of analysts, as we reported Friday, are questioning the business model of Goldman Sachs, that it's so heavily weighted to trading and investment banking, and it needs to diversify. Do they need to buy a brokerage firm? These are some of the things that'll come up. And okay, listen, I'm not a Goldman hater.
I know.
I mean, it's just,
he's an equal opportunity.
I hate everybody equally. But they do have an issue. This is a firm that's in the soup right now, and he's going to have to pull one out of his hat and try to convince investors they're on the right track. And, I think investors are going to really ask. They're going to ask about the scandal. They're going to ask for his defense. They're also going to ask about going forward. I think they would be remiss if they didn't say, do you need to buy a brokerage firm? Do you need to do something that's structurally different than what you're doing now because the numbers are not working out as well?
The worst thing to do is what CBS and Les Moonves did on that call. Remember that?
Not answer questions. He was on it.
They didn't even ask the analysts didn't even ask the questions. But here, the word is out, at least through you.
I think they will.
They're not going to sit there and hamstring.
No. I think they will answer questions, and I think the difference between that, Moonves and
there's a huge difference.
And Solomon. I mean, I'm not. Listen,
analysts.
Solomon is not. No one's saying anything, personally doing anything wrong. I mean, he's not involved in a Me Too scandal. But remember, Moonves was a darling of Wall Street. The stock was up. The analysts loved him for that. Solomon right now is taking over a firm that is not the darling of Wall Street. So he's going to be asked those tough questions.